Alright, should be live right now. Hey everybody, it's Andy. I am planning on doing some draft practice for the Pro Tour. I'm currently in the queue on the Runaways Discord. There are 5 people up, and when it comes on, I'm going to do some heavy hitters draft. And we got Draftmancer up here. Going to use the heavy draft V4 file and all that. And right now I'm just waiting for the draft to start and waiting for people to join. We need 3 more. Yeah. Alright, just waiting on 2 more. And then we will be ready. 1 more. And then we're going to get drafting. Hooray. I'm just going to assume... Oh, we might have a viewer. Hello. Maybe a viewer. Yep, we just are waiting on one more person in the draft queue, and then we're going to get going. I just have Virtuale page up and got draft managers over here. I might as well prepare it. Alright, looks like we have our queue. I will share the session. And people are joining. So yeah, I did a lot of heavy hitters drafting up before the Road to Nationals, and then I stopped right after my 1 RTM. Oh, hey Ethan. Yeah. You need big noise. Well, hopefully you have a good flight over to LA. It's not, I'm not going to be going over there till Wednesday, but I figure every minute not practicing is a minute someone else is. And so there I go. I don't know if that sounds smart or not. But yeah, packing is fun. I have the other YouTube channel where I review backpacks and stuff, so packing is something I actually enjoy, and organization and all that. And it looks like we are starting the draft. Alright, so what am I seeing here? I'm seeing 1 Brute card, 2 Guardians, 2 Warriors. This is a pretty good Warrior card. I like Yellow Agile Windup, but I don't know if it's what I want. Pick 1. As far as equipment, the Raw Meat is good. The Gauntlet of Might is also good. Red Fatal Engagement could be a trap, but it could win games. And then we have 3 block. I don't feel like there's any way that I can pass this pack. If I take the Raw Meat, they don't know anything. If I take this, I kind of want to just grab the Windup. That'll put me into 2 classes that I feel comfortable with either way, and it's a good card. It's a 6, and I'm going to see what happens from there. See if I get a signal. Alright, they did not... What did they take? They took an equipment card, so nothing very useful for me. As far as cards they left, we got a 3 for 7 3 block. We have a Hold'em, Red Draw Swords. These are they're good because they're red, but they're not my favorite. And I don't really care too much about this at this point. Reckless Charges, just a block 3. I think I might as well just take... Draw Swords is okay. It's not my favorite. This is a 3 for 7, but it's not the best one. It's these are all the second best cards I want. And in general, I got the Windup, so I'm probably going to lean towards one of these 2. I might as well grab this Pound Town. I like 3 for 7s. And here we have something going on. At least 2 different class cards have been taken. I don't know what the pack had 2 of. Figure Girth is around. That's a decent equipment. Yeah, Rares, Majestic are still here. So Guardian is probably open from those 2, but I already have 2 non-Guardian cards. I like Wild Ride a bit, but not a lot. And also the Draw Swords. Usually I say that 1 Rising Speed tends to be my speed. And if I take this, then I'll probably feel okay seeing one more thing. Yeah, and so it looks like the Brute cards, someone is taking Brute ahead of me. So I might as well start looking at some of the Warrior cards, block 3, 2 Guardians here, so probably either 2 Brute cards taken or a Brute and a Warrior. Yeah. Guardian, Thunk, Red Bit Bop. It is open, but I have these cards, and I think these are actually pretty... The Rising Speed, the Windup, those are decent. I'm going to see if I can... What happens if I go a little Warrior? Yeah, so Warrior stuff is still here. I tend to focus on 3 blocks, because I think 3 blocks are really important in this format. And the Yeah, the brute is definitely getting taken. 3 black yellow, gives you go again. That's nice. Ooh, 2 viewers. Hello, second viewer. Yeah. This is my first time streaming a draft like this, so hopefully I'm doing alright. I've only done it like with local discords before and never on YouTube. But overall, I think hopefully it's working. If it's not working, just mention in chat and I will realize that I've been doing this wrong for the past 5-10 minutes. Looks like Julian Felix Fleury has all these packs, so hopefully they are connected and there's nothing going wrong with them. Yeah, looking over here, this Lucas, do I know who this Lucas is? No, I don't. Jade ... is their Discord name, so it's not someone, obviously someone I know. Yeah, and I don't think I know anyone else in here. Okay, what do we have? Clash of Agility is like the worst Clash card. Especially if I'm going Warrior. I don't want that. On the other hand, I don't really want much of this. Trade-in could be decent for Kassai to give things free go again. Confront Adversity, I'm usually really hoping to get a Vigor Girth, even though I passed one earlier, maybe in a future pack. If they control a Vigor, Grandstead Leggings, that's not so good. I think I'll just take... I'm going to take the trade-in for now, because it could represent, 2 plus another swing at least, so that pays for itself. Wow, I feel so out of practice. I did one of these, like multiple of these drafts every day up until the RTN season, and then I stopped after the RTN. I did one RTN and I was able to top 4, and so great, that was good. I really want to be practicing CC, but I also figured it'd be more fun to draft on stream with 4 seconds left. Looks like... yeah, people are being slow, but that's okay. Coming back, I like Lead for Speed. The Rally the Rearguard looped, the trade-in. I'm just going to grab this because I like it. Getting that second trade-in would be, if I were going Brute and I wanted to do something like a Rhinar, that would be nice, seeing these loop. But overall, I think Lead for Speed, Lead with Speed, those agility tokens tend to be helpful. And once again, we are waiting. Hopefully, things aren't too bad. Okay, the raw meat actually wasn't taken, which is super surprising. We have a Draw Swords, a Cut the Deck, and an Engaged Swiftblade all here. The Engaged Swiftblade can go again, that's good. The Cut the Deck is a 3-block attack react. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I like that it's a 3-block and an attack react at the same time. And so I'm going to grab the attack react. Over here, there is 2 playable cards, the yellow and the blue. I'm going to take the blue just because I have no blues. Once again, we're low on playable cards. I actually like the starting stake better than the yellow Lead with Heart because it blocks 3. Yeah, Guardian was open. Maybe I should... I always... every time I pivot into Guardian, I am sad, and so I try to avoid it. And the one time I went Guardian hard from the beginning during my RTN, I wasn't so happy with how that went. I've done well with Guardians before, but I feel like unless I'm really feeling strong on Guardian, going that way hasn't worked out well for me. And so I am avoiding just randomly pivoting there, even though here it looks like it probably might have been the right move. We see, a Red Thunk. None of these cards are playable for me. I might as well take the Lead with Power so someone else doesn't get it, because multiple people will want that. Rising Speed, another one, or a performance bonus. This is blue. I think I'm just going to grab the Rising Speed, and then the Big Bob is not playable. So I have nothing super great. My whole deck is yellows right now, which I am not so happy with. Over here we see a red Agile Engagement and a red Lead for Speed. I like the red Agile Engagement. I think it's it has literally won me games before, and just red attack reacts are very nice. Lead with Speed is still pretty good. I'm hoping over here some of these 3 blocks, the Hold'em, the Engaged Swiftblade, will loop. And down without, not out might be good, but I need more good cards in my deck. Okay, over here we have Test with Agility. Once more, it's like the worst. Agility is so bad as Warrior on these Clash cards, because I feel like, yes, I block 4, but then I just set them up better for next turn. So normally I would say that I like the 4 blocks, but not this time. I have a Cut the Deck and a Vigorous Engagement. This Vigor token here isn't worth more than, I think, the 3 block on this. So I'm going to grab the Attack React again. None of the specific equipment has been passing by, and I am seeing multiple 3 blocks that are likely to loop, assuming that there aren't too many warriors, but knowing what I know about the Guardians in this set, I'm a bit worried about that. I have a Vigorous wind up here, which is a 3 for 7, but I only have the 1 blue so far. I'm going to grab the blue Engaged Swiftblade. Oh, okay. This is a really good pack. This Engaged Swiftblade Red is amazing. Take It on the Chin is a fantastic card. I think in general though, Flat Trackers, I've joked about this, but I think this is one of the best cards in the set. So I'm going to grab those boots, and now I have some boots. Over here again, I see Money Where Your Mouth is 3 power. Vigorous Engagement is another attack react over there. Clash of Agility is a 3 block blue, but it gives agility tokens, and so I don't want it. And then Face Adversity is a decent helmet. I think I like this one usually, unless I can get a specialization helmet. But right now I do need a little more power, so I'm going to give myself +3. Alright, moving on over here. Not many playables actually, just the Lead with Speed and the Money Where Your Mouth is. So I think all the warriors are right past me, and all of the brutes are probably going to be happy with everything I've been passing them. Cut the Deck, we have pick 7, yeah, we have this 3 block, so I'm going to be grabbing that. Yeah, overall, I don't know, I'm not unhappy with the way things are going, but I'm not the most happy. This definitely isn't the strongest of my drafts right now. I think I really would like some more, being able to see a few more equipment that are useful, while at the same time having red cards that I want to play. But this late in the pack, it's likely not going to happen. It's a shame. I guess I didn't signal Strong Warrior in pack 1, and so pack 2, a lot of those warrior cards are getting eaten up early. But pack 3, hopefully I'll get what I'm looking for, because I did see that the brute was closed and the warrior was open-ish. Guardian still seems pretty open. Alright. Come on, Lucas, pass the pack. Chris over here now being the one with 5 boosters. Oh, and now they're passing those on. Okay, what do we have here? We have a red draw swords. This is pick 8, so this has gone through everyone but me. This is actually nice to see their agile engagement and the draw swords available here. I don't have a lot of blues, so I'm actually hesitant to grab this draw swords. And agile engagement, giving the agility, I think makes it the pick here. What is looped? No warrior cards have looped. The 2 playables are Performance Bonus and Lunging Press. This is red, it's worth 3, this is blue. I'm going to grab the Performance Bonus here. Make sure that I can actually apply some pressure. I don't think I'm going to be wagering so much given what I have. Rising Speed versus Adrenaline Rush. The Adrenaline Rush could be worth more. The Rising Speed is blue. I have basically nothing in my deck costs 3 right now except the Agile windup, so I'm going to grab the Adrenaline Rush. It's not the best card, but I think it might be better. Embrace Adversity, let's get some gloves. Oh, the Agile Engagement is back. People seem to be underpicking those in this, and here I'll grab the blue. So I have gloves, I have boots, not my favorite gloves, not my favorite boots, and a Wild Ride loops. So we have 22 playable cards right now. We are bananas, and we are going to be waiting on the next pack. Here we go, give us something good. Take the Upper Hand is blue. I would love that to be anything but blue. Another test of agility. Where are my test of vigors? Would love to be seeing that. Agile windup is good. Knowing what I have right now, though, it's probably not as effective. The only warrior card here is this Goblet of Blood-Rotten Wine, which is a good card. Take the upper hand, blocks 3, and do I have any wagers? I have, right now, 2 cards that let me wager, which it's not as great, but it is blue, and it blocks 3. But I think I'm going to grab the Goblet here. It's just given my deck composition, I don't think that's as powerful. Normally it'd be a slam pick if it were like red or yellow. Over here, a red agile engagement. If I can get all of these attack reactions, then I will have a good shot going forward. Edge ahead here in red, this wagers in agility. These are the cards that I was hoping I'd be getting pack 3, and I'm glad to be seeing them. I still only have 5 blues, 7 reds, so I would like to up my blue count a bit. Things are not going too poorly, though. I see a Gauntlet of Might, not for me. Stand Ground, also not for me. I see a blue Agile Engagement or a blue Draw Swords. The Draw Swords blocks 3. I'll be grabbing that. Oh, red Concuss. The Guardian is going to be very happy. This pool, Smack of Reality, this pack, if they're able to loop with this pack, they'll get 2 really good picks. Stand Ground, if they haven't gotten it. I haven't seen the Stand Ground before, so if they are some in this pod, that's good. Alright. Where are the packs right now? Looks like they're pretty distributed. I probably went a bit fast when I grabbed, what was it, the red edge ahead. 2 packs ago I realized I was looking quickly. Oh, good Guardian card, lots of good Guardian cards. There's a Wage Agility, which is a good one to have as far as the wagers go. Another blue Agile Engagement. Vigorous Windup is nice. I feel like the vigors aren't as impressive for me. Nothing here that blocks 3. I'm going to grab... I want to grab the Wage Agility so I at least have an attack. Or no, I already have some other stuff. I think I'll just stick with the blue. It doesn't block 3. But these Agile Engagements, if I have one all the time, then opponents will be sad. Beck and Applause. Did I grab the Goblet? I did grab the Goblet, so this will at least be blocking for 2. I know I have the other gloves, but I do have basically a playable deck, and I think those are pretty good. I'll take it over that 1 block 3, which likely isn't going to make it around. Over here, I have a blue block 3. I'm going to take that over the Rising Energy. Coming around pick 8, someone let this block 3 get through, so I will be taking it. On the loop, the Test of Agility is back. I'll grab it. I'll see how it does. I've usually avoided it. And over here, I'm just blocking 3. Adrenaline Rush, I think, is better than the yellow performance bonus. Yeah, so I have a lot more block 2s than I would normally run. I'm probably going to cut a few of those before the first game. But in the meantime, I'm doing alright. The Stand Ground looped. None of these are playable for me. I'm going to grab the Bare Fangs. I feel like that's the best card for someone else to have. I'll grab the block 3. Guardian block 3, but still block 3. Someone else can run a yellow Adrenaline Rush, I won't mind. And we'll see, yeah, only 2 equipment. Flat Trackers is the most important one. Beck and Applause is nice. Embrace Adversity might also be playable still. It might have been a mistake to take the Beck and Applause given I already have the gloves. Alright, and last pick is a Raw Meat, which I find kind of ridiculous. That's a good card. Anyway, let's go to February. We are playing the Warrior. And we are not running any of these unplayables. Inventory. I'm going to put this one in the inventory, assume I'm playing this. If it's something bad, maybe I'll switch it. And I have enough deck cards at least. Oh, I got to get rid of these. No. What's not playable? Pound Town. No. Command Respect, no. Wild Ride is a no. So what do I have? I have 33. I actually think, what are my blues? I have 9 blues, lots of yellows. The yellows are fine. Oh, Lead with Power's a no, so that's 32 cards. I might cut this Test of Agility. It blocks 4, but getting my opponent in agility. I might see who my opponent is, whether or not to run this. If they are a brute and already have agility, then that might be good. If it's a guardian, then that could get dangerous. Or a warrior. It's probably, if they already have agility, then it's good. If not, it's really risky. Do I want to cut anything to bring myself down a little bit? The trade-in's okay. The yellow Adrenaline Rush is maybe a 2 for 6, which isn't great. But at this point with 32 cards, I think I'm just going to keep things as they are right here. What's this? Oh yeah, cards that aren't legal. Did I get all these? I think so. Yeah, that all looks legal. Let's see if there's an opponent yet. Doesn't look like it. Play on Talishar. Open format. Private. And who's my opponent? 1, 2, 3. Chris. I accept. Alright, so I have what I would consider probably like a B- Kassai deck. What I'm really hoping for is that all of these agile engagements are able to keep me... Oh, it's a Betsy. Oh, I'm playing the Guardian. Okay, well, hopefully they'll be blocking with attacks at least, so I can get the agility and keep going. And since it is the Guardian, I'm actually going to keep the block. I'm just going to see how this goes, the test of agility. They will get an agility token, and I will cry, but at least it will hopefully prevent me from dying. Oh, I can't use this chest. Okay, 1 sec. I'm going to go over here, and... Why is it even here? Oh, inventory. Remove, maybe. There. Okay, well, I will just never block with that, and it'll hopefully be okay. Alright. So they have the shield, which is pretty good. This actually makes having the agility token less good if they had 2 hammers. But at the same time, they can block more, so it's like 3 more life, probably. Especially against a warrior. Yeah, they got the equipment. This is what I would like to have. Instead I have 2. This can die. Can I just delete it? Oh, let me try manual mode. Oh. Okay, let's take out manual mode because I didn't see an easy way to get rid of it. I'll just block with it right away. Temper should get rid of it. That should work. Alright. Now, oh, Blue Plunder Run. I feel like I have seen this before, but if their name is Chris, I don't know too many Chris's. Do I know a Chris? No, streaming mode enabled, so I can't actually look at their name. It's somebody. Alright. They had a drink. And they are attacking. For 3, I will block with this so it goes away. These are all pretty good cards. I will block with the yellow one because I have a attack reaction, so my attack should be decent. Yeah, we have 2 attack reactions. Edge ahead, I'm just going to wager the agility, and then I'll try and cut the deck here. Yes, we will wager. Please give me 6 block, 5 block. Enough? I don't want you to have an agility, but at the same time, wagering agility is fun. Out of all the kind of things to wager, it's like, it feels like the least bad to wager, but the most bad to clash with. Well, I've seen a lot of people who don't like clashing. I think clashing is fun. I think it isn't as fun in Limited, but the fact that they made it into the set is pretty cool. Overall, I do think this is a well-designed set. Alright, and they're giving me exactly 5. Nope, or not. Okay, yeah, so that's 5 if they win the clash. They have won the clash. They're blocking 7. Oh, right, because of Boast. So I have to block or attack for 3 more. And I get an agility. Boast is... This is actually the first time I've seen Boast played. That works really well with that shield. I like that a lot. Alright, and here I have my test of agility. They had their vigor and their might. We'll see what they end up throwing at me. Yeah, I don't have too many vigor generators in my list, I think. I really prioritize the agility here. I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. Especially if I play my Goblet to block with this. Okay, they're just attacking for 6. That's not too bad. If I block, I can swing 2 weapons. If I play this, keeping another card to pitch would let me do both of the attack reacts if I need to. There's no real wagering going on, but if they do block with an attack somewhere, that could be helpful for me. I'm just going to throw this test of agility, and we'll see how much I cry, because I knew that they had the command respect. But maybe if they have the agility token, they will block less, and let me just deal them damage all day. Yeah, so I have my agility. Going to attack with the Centauri Saber. And they're busy thinking, oh, what can I do with this agility? How many attacks can I get in? I'm going to concuss them, because I know they have a concuss, or not concuss, what is it, command respect. They have a red command respect, so that's going to take 2 of their cards, 1 blue and 1 more, and so I better use my arsenal this turn and not focus too much on setting it. That's probably the worthwhile thing. They're clashing again. They knew I had the Adrenaline Rush. It looks like they had a 4, so that's favorable for me. Over here I'm just going to pass. They didn't block with an attack, so there's no point in doing those, and it's a hit. I don't have... What don't I have? I don't have a yellows there, so maybe I should have blocked with the yellow so I can Kassai next time. Anyway, we're going in. This does not have go again. They have blocked with a 2 block. I will just up the damage there. And I will up the damage even more, choosing not to set an arsenal, because I know it is futile. So with 3 cards, if 2 of them are blue, they're going to end up attacking me with the High Riser or the Command Respect, and then following up with the other one. Oh, that trade-in. Oh, that's interesting. Did they discard a card? It doesn't look like they discarded a card. So they're not going to give their hammer an extra boost. I have this Adrenaline Rush. I could try and set the Rising Speed. I can pitch the trade-in for the Adrenaline Rush. I could also set the trade-in. I'm going to pass over here and just see what they give next. I think it's okay if my life gets a little bit lower, so then this will come in for 7. That was expected. I'll give them a 3 block. And I have nothing in my arsenal to worry about. And here we're just throwing back for 7. Normally, Adrenaline Rush is not my favorite, but we took it when it was one of the only playables, and at least this game we're getting some value. So that feels pretty good. Yeah, that, what did they throw at me? They threw 9 with the agility, and I'm glad that I just used that attack react and didn't have the card in Arsenal. That would have made things a bit more stressful. I'm getting a red concuss, happy with that. Putting this in my arsenal. So if I do play out that... Oh, okay, here we have the down but not out. Forgot about that. Oh, but they have tokens and I don't, so that's just 4. Oh, that's nice. And I have less life, so it's just a card. What do I want to do? I have 2 agile engagements, and they cut the deck. If I attack with a sword, I can give it a boost. If I keep... Yeah, I pitch this to attack. I can use either of these 2, but just 1. Or I can just play that, but that's not right. I think I'm going to block 3 here. Taking the damage too much just doesn't feel worth it. Okay. And just for fun, let us see if we can get them to overblock a little bit. Yeah, I still have enough to Kassai again, if it matters more. Ideally, I save one of these for late game, if we get to the second cycle. Betsy hasn't wagered anything yet, which is a bit concerning. She should have overpower stuff. But there's a chance she just picked so many 3 blocks that don't wager that she's at a disadvantage that way. Yeah. Interesting. I wonder what their deck looks like. Because there couldn't have been more than 2 Guardians in that pool. Alright, they are overblocking, but not enough. So I get my agility token and my gold token. Which I am pretty happy about. Alright, they are playing the concuss. Do I block 7? Probably not. Actually, I have an agility. I can pitch the rising speed for the gold, attack with the other rising speed, and a sword. I think, if I keep the agile engagement, that's pretty good. I think I'm going to block with the edge ahead and discard the money where your mouth is. Well, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that worth 3 here? Losing both of these equipment? I don't think so. Then again, getting me low could hurt a lot. Yeah, having a vigor would be helpful, but not too helpful. Oh, and I have an agility already. Yeah, I'm going to block like this. I'm discarding the money where your mouth is. Losing 4 life to save my 2 equipment. But I'm going to draw a card. Making my swords free. I have... Oh, why did I think this was cheaper? Okay, anyway, I don't know what I just did in my brain. I thought, for some reason, I have more resources. Anyway, let's just Kassai, get that gold back. Start off with the Centauri Saber. I think for some reason I thought that if I used the gold I'd still have the rising speed resources, which I don't. Passing on that. This has go again. If I play it, I pitch this, and I can't use the agile engagement. I'm just going to come in with the other sword. And they probably think I'm a fool. But we'll see how they block. Because they probably don't want to give me another card right now. So they can do something bigger. This hardy block. They didn't have a vigor. That was nice. Alright. Yeah, this has not been optimal play. But that's why we're practicing. And let's see what they have to give. They've had this card in Arsenal for a little while. I'm starting to worry about that. Okay, they've given me nothing, which means I'm just going to get this out of my hand to deal them some damage. It won't put me at less life, or them at less life. So if they had an adrenaline rush or something, it won't hurt too much. Okay, I have the draw swords. I have a bunch of 2 blocks. And I have a gold. And not an agility. They are using a wage vigor. This is going to, yep, overpower, probably. Yeah, so this is 7. Oh, they have a second down but not out. I should use my equipment. 7, waging a vigor. What do I want to do? I have to block, or else I die. If I play the draw swords, I have a resource remaining. I'll have this in hand. Well, I probably block with... I don't even have the agility now. Yeah, so I think I should have preserved life previously by blocking with the equipment on the concuss. Overall... I also have the gold. Using the gold seems kind of wasteful without an agility, though I do have rising speeds. The question is, do I play the draw swords or do I block with it? I think I have to block with it. I want to keep some life up. And so I will block with that. Take... Why didn't I have all my reactions this turn? That's a shame. Oh, I do have the agility I could get from the agile wind-up, but... I'm going to use the gold again, see what I get. I'm going to use flat trackers probably at the end of the turn, so I will pitch the agile wind-up. Okay, I have my goblet. That's really nice. They have just a vigor, so their stand ground will die. And I don't have agility. I'm going to rising speed. Play the goblet, set the performance bonus. The goblet will give this 2 block. And then I can attack with a sword after this. And they'll think maybe this is an attack reaction or something. I don't know. Ooh. Test of strength. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, okay, so they're giving me the full... They are giving me their stand ground here. And they have a vigorous wind-up blue coming up. I have a lead with speed. Not the most useful information. So do I set... I'm pretty sure I just attack with a sword. Try and set up a larger turn if I survive. But I got 3 block over here now. And they have 2 cards and the gold. And I have some 3 blocks. So that cancels out 1. That's 10 damage. I'm at 3 life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have an agility, I have a vigor. So what do I do? I'm gonna start with the performance bonus, because that'll be free. I think I want to keep these 2 cards. I am either using this to bluff a reaction. No, they know I have the lead from speed. Lead with speed, so I probably play this to buff a sword. It's probably going to be sword, because I have the agility, then performance bonus, then lead with speed, sword. Lead with speed will give me an agility. I'm going to block with this. Well, I can block with that later. Yeah, we're going to just block 8. And we will try and not die. So that's coming in for free to go again. They're blocking, getting themselves a gold. Another down with not out. Wow. That's their 3rd one. I won't have more tokens, probably. I don't know, maybe I just pop this. Anyway, we're going over there, going over here. Oh, I should have held on to this. I didn't have to do that yet. I forgot that this was not a warrior. And we're coming in for more. So this will give me either give me the gold or take 2 cards. Alright, they've gone down to 3, so they probably want to attack with something. And hopefully, well, they probably think that they're going to kill me. It's possible. I have enough to block 5 through overpower. Drawing a card, they just drew blue, down but not out. And they're playing a Wage Might for 7, for 8. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I die. Okay, not the best. So what did I do, or what should I have done differently, if anything? I think that one turn where I discarded to the concuss, it might have been better to get rid of my blocking equipment. That set me at a bit of a disadvantage. I lost 4 life for that, and the 4 life was not made up by the equipment. I never used my flat trackers, and the Beck and Applause only gave me 2 block. So that's an area to learn from. Maybe I'll try and do a 0-1 match, see how that goes. Try and see what I can do with this. Oh, there's another player already. Okay. We'll see if the other 0-1 shows up in like less time than it takes to do the queue. That's kind of the metric that I use. I want to play the games to see what happens, but if they don't show up, they don't show up. Alright, and while that happens, I'm gonna be number 7 in the queue. This is gonna fire off soon. Alright, let's just do another draft then, and we'll try and see how that goes. So you can go away. I always hate getting out of drafts in Draftmancer. There we go. Custom card list, heavy V4, just get this one ready. When we have one more person join the queue. Oh, and this is going to be a tough one because Jimmy Silver is in it. That's fun. I haven't played with him in a while. Yeah. Just waiting for one more person. Hopefully you all are doing good, all 2 of you. I appreciate the support, even though I am clearly just bumbling around and who knows what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm probably just going to take a quick pause while I wait for this queue to fill. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Just wanted to let the wife know that I was streaming, and we are still waiting on one more person to join the queue. It will be an exciting draft, because now I remember what most of the cards are doing. Ooh, and I have a package to pick up from UPS. That's good to know. I will check on that later. I'm in an area of DC where it's not a bad area, but things get stolen off your porch. So I have a little mailbox at the UPS store that I actually have things shipped to. Especially, I wouldn't want to lose. Oh, did that cue fire? No, that's a DM. Ooh, it's spam. Do I want to learn how to send over 50,000 messages a month? Ignore. Why would I want to send 50,000 messages? Yeah, anyway, so we were sending a package once and we had a FedEx pickup. And it was a lot of like hard work that my wife had done for her work. And it was a bunch of samples that she had created. And someone came in and took like some of the samples from the box and left the box. And it was just sitting there on the front. And, she couldn't send it because the box had been open and half the samples were missing. So we decided that was the last time we were sending stuff or receiving stuff really from our own apartment. And we got the mailbox at the UPS store. And that's basically the most reliable place we have to get mail. I used to have things sent to my office, but sometimes sometimes things get lost in between the post office and my office's mailroom. I ended up ordering myself a cold foil Professor Teklebosson from Worlds, and it said it was delivered. USPS said it was delivered, but it never made it to me because my office mailroom says it was never received. And it's things like that. Makes me miss living in a place where I could just have things sent to my house and not worry. Anyway, checking in on the draft queue, we are still at 7 out of 8 players, waiting for one more. Heavy hitters draft before the Pro Tour. Pro Tour, I leave on Wednesday, gonna be in LA. Fortunately, I get a little bit of a time zone advantage with the whole daylight savings time and everything. I've already been having a bit of trouble sleeping and waking up at normal hours, so nothing like going from East Coast to California time zones to hopefully help set things up for success. And I'll have all of Thursday to acclimate my body to the weather, to the times, I don't know. Looking forward to seeing everyone there. Half the reason I play this game is because the people and the friends. The actual playing part, that's just a bonus. So definitely gonna try and hang out with some folks, get some dinner, try and do well. My goal this time around, of course I want to maintain always making day 2 at tier 2+ events, or 3+ events, at tier 3+ events. I've made day 2 every time so far, and I want to continue doing that, but even more so, I want to end in the money. If I can top 64, leave with $1,000, that would really help, especially with this trip to Japan coming up. I'm going to the world premiere over there and looking forward to that a lot. Still waiting on one more person to join the queue. Maybe I'll ping here for it. Ping me one more. But yeah, Pro Tour is going to be fun. Overall, I have just a group of folks from my old locals that I've been testing with. I've moved to DC since then. One of them ended up moving over to Dallas, but thanks to the internet, we can still practice together a bit. Though overall, I'm not as confident as I'd like to be. I keep trying to get some games in whenever I can, try and do things strategically, but people's work hours have made it really difficult to get a lot of targeted practice in. What else? What else? Yeah. I hit level 2 judge a week ago. That was really fun. One of my other goals for the year. Apparently, if you judge events and pay attention when people are talking about the rules, you pick up on enough and learn what you need to know. And I'm going to be playing in LA. I will be judging at the Battle Hardened in Atlanta. So if you're in Atlanta, say hi. I'll be in the yellow and black judge shirt. And then I will be playing again in Japan at the Tokyo World Premiere, and I will be playing at US Nationals. I applied to judge at the calling in Richmond. It's only, it's Richmond, Virginia, not too far from Washington, D.C. I put in my application for that today. If I do not get accepted to judge, maybe I will play. Wow, yeah. I've streamed games before, but usually it's not my games. I'm narrating other people's games, and there's always something to talk about as players are doing things. This downtime can be difficult, and I definitely have to practice on my banter. But the draft queue just fired, and I will post a link, and we'll get things going. Draftmancer queue in Discord. People should start joining any second now. Maybe? Is that the right queue? Yeah? Oh yeah, there we go. People are coming in. 6 out of 8. See, now you can watch me wait for players, but this should hopefully go a lot faster. One more. Who's not here? Everyone's here. Let's up this to just 105. Alright, what do we have here? Pack 1, we have 1 Guardian card. It's an okay one. 2 Warrior cards, 2 Brute cards. These are... the Pack Hunt is better, I think, than the Yellow Bear Fangs, but Yellow Bear Fangs is still really good. Actually, I don't know which of these is better. I'd have to think about it. Equipment-wise, these are not my favorite. Clash of Might, definitely better than Clash of Agility. Red Agile Windup, Rising Energy, Rising Power. All of these red cards are nice to see, and the red Hold'em. Is it worth... What do I want to take here? Last time I tried to stay a little bit more open, and I think it actually hurt me pack 2. At the same time, I don't know. Agile Windup it's a 3 for 7. Hold on, I kind of... Part of me wants to not play Warrior again, but we'll see how things go. I might grab the Clash of Might. Or the Pint. Yeah, the Clash of Might here, it blocks 3. It's not a strong... Actually, let's Signal Guardian. Let's find out what happens. This is not the best card, but we are learning things and having fun. And what was taken here is a rare, so I didn't learn anything. These are both not the best because they're expensive. There's only 1 Warrior card here. And actually, the Guardian cards here are not the best. There's another Clash with Might, which I think is better than these 2 right now. And so I'll take that. It's a 2 for 6. That's fine. Now it looks like either a Warrior or a Guardian card was taken. 3 rares are still in the pack. We have 3 hybrid cards. Okay, equipments. Brute cards, though, are all still here. So I got the Clash of Might. I'm going to say screw it and take this Red Bear Fangs, because if that's still around, that seems worth taking to me for sure. Red Bear Fangs, so good in this format, especially if you're on KO and it's a 2 for 9. I mean, we play that in Classic Constructed in all of the KO decks in Yuki's deck. Here we have 1 of each left. Gauntlet of Might. If I end up on Brute or Guardian, Gauntlet of Might is a fantastic card. This is not fantastic. This is a 4 for 7. This is a 3 for 4, so none of these scream out at me. Tenacity is interesting. I like it a lot more in certain CC decks. I'm going to grab this Gauntlet and just say I'm not going Warrior, even though Engage Swiftblade is still there. So Warrior might be open, but at this point I think people are being a bit difficult to read. 2 cards here, 2 people have chosen heroes. That's all we know. And as far as what's left, we see mixed cards of all 3 combos. Yeah. Yeah, I like Gauntlet of Might. The Might token can be very powerful, especially in pushing the breakpoints over and all that. Alright, who's thinking? Charlie Marrow is thinking. Interesting how some people's names show up on streamer mode, but others don't. Just looking at Discord, I see James Sorelius Silver. He's like all over his whole name there. What do we have left? Okay, so these two Guardian cards, Guardian is very open. Like if I'm seeing this concuss, if I grab this, there's a block 3, the stand ground loops. Brute, the single Brute cards have been taken. No Fear is still around, that's okay. Nasty Surprise is pretty good, maybe. It's actually good if you're against Guardians the most, I would say. So I'm going to grab this Red Concuss, because I think Red Concuss is a pretty good card. The Bare Fangs I can put aside for a while. It was a dream, but at least now that's one card I don't have to play against. And maybe that's not good strategy, taking this so early on, when I already had some other stuff. What do we have here? We have a Golden Glare. I don't know. I've actually never successfully drafted Victor in this format. At the same time, it's only a 2-block. Face Adversity is a 2-block. There's a chance this loops. It's not the biggest chance, but we've seen Guardian be open. There's a... What do I have? What else is there? The Money Where Your Mouth Is can be good if I'm Betsy. And it's good overall. This is a block 3. It's not a block 3, sorry. It's a blue that's not block 3. I already have one blue. The Wage Agility is not playable in this deck. Wage Vigor, yellow. The yellow one's not as good. I'm going to grab that Money Where Your Mouth Is. We'll see how that goes. We're seeing Stand Ground is pretty good. There was one earlier. I think I should have been paying attention more. The Red Vigorous Windup is also a 3 for 7. I like 3 for 7s. This pack, this is pick 7, so this is not coming around. It was already pick 7, yeah, so that Golden Glare probably won't go around either. I'm debating between these two. I think I am pretty locked into Guardian at this point, in my mind at least. I'm only 2 cards committed. But I'm going to grab... I'm going to grab the Stand Ground. I like having a solid equipment suite. And there's another one. Great. So which is worth more? A Bigger Than Big or the Red Vigorous Windup? Probably the Vigorous Windup, but Bigger Than Big is my preferred of the two big quote-unquote cards. Going to grab this one. It's red. You want a few of those. Here we have Battered But Not Broken. Not as good as Take It On The Chin. We have a blue lead with power. This ended up lasting, which is kind of surprising to me. And these two, if I can get a Vigor Girth, I don't want that. I definitely don't want that. So it's basically between these. I don't think this is as worthwhile as this. The block 3s are going to be important. I have a Concuss already. I have the Bigger Than Big, so I'm going to want the blue cards. I know I just said block 3. I meant blue cards. Over here, though, I am just taking the block 3. Wallop better than Starting Stake, because this one can actually do damage, and when me clashes. Not as good against Warrior, though. Here's another Battered But Not Broken. It's either this or the Headliner Helm. Headliner Helm, I'm going to hope I can get another helmet. Over here, we have a Wage Might or the Lead with Power. I grabbed the blue Lead with Power. I don't think these are too good. I'm going to take the yellow one over here. Oh, the Stand Ground did wheel, so too bad on the Stand Ground. Was Golden Glare? The Golden Glare was the other helmet in this pack, so someone else grabbed the Golden Glare. I'm going to grab the blue card and another blue card. So we got some blue cards at the end. Guardian definitely isn't closed, though there is someone else in it for sure. I honestly don't even remember picking this Battered But Not Broken. Talking and playing is not the easiest thing to do all at once. Oh, and we have 3 concurrent viewers. I promise if I actually continue to stream more in the future and I have more viewers, I will not shout out for every time someone's here, but welcome. It's very nice to see you. What do we have here? We have a few cards that we like. Lay Down the Law is a 3 for 7. If I go up with the Big Bop, it makes equipment worse, which can be very effective. We have the red Big Bop and the red Wallop. These are 2 block 3s. The other thing is I have these 2 equipment, and this is a Vigor Girth. If I grab the Vigor Girth, that solidifies my trio, and it basically gives me blocks and free tokens. Other cards that are worth looking at, Red Lead with Power is nice. I'm basically debating between the Lay Down the Law and the Vigor Girth. And I think I'm going to grab the Vigor Girth here. I tend to like the equipment. It tends to do well for me. Next pack, what's missing? What's missing is a single class card that is either Guardian or Brute. I don't know which. Hopefully it's not Guardian. We'll find out soon. Thunk is hard to play, 5 for 8. Don't need any of these equipment. Nasty Surprise, not too worried about there. There's a blue Thunk, which is... I actually don't know which is better. The Lead with Heart, the Vigorous Wind-Up, the Wage Might. I'm not super happy picking either of these. I might try for the red Thunk. 8 is a big number. Or do I take the blue Thunk? I'm going to grab the blue Thunk. Getting the blue 3 block seems better. And right here, Prime to Fight. This is... Is there a Command Respect is good. Doubt that'll wheel. Stand Ground is already wheeled. There's more of these than there are Guardians. Mighty Wind Up, eh. The Prime to Fight is just a... I mean, bombs aren't as important in this set, but it is basically a bomb. And Vigor Girth coming around here, that's one thing. Reinforce the line, I have a lot of attacks. This blocks 4, those block 4. And then Command Respect. This is the red one, or not the red one, this is the yellow one, which still demands 2 cards if I don't get their arsenal, but I'm going to grab the Reinforce the Line here. I think that can be useful. Another Gauntlet of Might. Maybe I was overvaluing the equipment earlier. Big Bop is a card, Lead with Power is a card, Lead with Heart is a card. I don't have too much that costs more than 3, mainly just the Prime to Fight and a Wallop. I'm debating between the Big Bop or the Lead with Heart. I'm grabbing a blue, or a yellow. I don't think I want the blue Lead with Power. Blues seem to be coming later. Both of these block 2. I could grab the Starting Stake. This is like, just because it blocks 3, it's not very great. And the Money Where Your Mouth is not going to be what I want either. I only have the one bigger than big so far, so I think I'm going to grab this yellow Big Bop. And I say right before that shows up. Slap Happy, blocking things for a Vigor token, that's one stuff. This is... Basically, you want like 3 of these and not 4 of these. The Money Where Your Mouth is for Betsy. If you have this and a blue and then a 3 for whatever can be good. I already have a red one. 1 card from this pack will wheel. It will not be either of these 2 cards. Slap Happy or Wage Vigor or Lead with Heart. I'm guessing actually that the Lead with Heart is what I get on the wheel. Or the Rising Speed, but my gut is it's going to be this one. I'm going to grab this big... I'm going to grab the Money Where Your Mouth is. It'll give me, if I have 2 blues and 2 cards, that can be pretty good. And that is just attack, so I can use it with my hammer as well. Coming over here, stacked in my favor, never feels like it's actually stacked in my favor. That could just be me. Trade-in can make my hammer worth more. Thunk blocks 3, but it's a red one. I didn't grab the red Thunk earlier. I don't really have a lot of blue cards right now, though, so I'm kind of hesitant about this. I'm going to grab the trade-in. If it can make my hammer bigger and set an arsenal, that could be good. Over here, we have some blues, but we also have a yellow Concuss, and I try to grab Concuss whenever possible, especially with the bonuses I have in the deck. Yellow block 2, 4 for 7, which is bigger than a 3 for 7. Or not bigger, it is worse than a 3 for 7, and I'm not even seeing myself clashing too often, so... I don't think that red card is what I want. I think I do want a blue card, or... Oh, wait, never mind. I'm sorry. 3 for 7 right here, lay down the law. It did loop. I am happy. I have to pay attention to cards. Another Thunk, Lead with Heart, Vigorous Wind-Up. I'm going to take the blue. I have 3 for 7s. I have other stuff. There is 1 card here that's playable, and I already have it. I don't know if Ball Breaker is going to be good. I'm going to grab... Basically, I'm not playing any of these. So I'm going to grab the attack reaction, just because those are the most annoying. Command Respect blocks 3. And I already have Vigor Girth, so I'm not playing this. So I might as well grab the card that I could play. And oh! Did I say I predicted the Vigorous Engagement to loop? I don't remember. Whatever it was probably wrong. Okay, last pack, pick one. We have Concuss and Blue Big Bop. We have another Vigor Girth here. And Over the Top. Over the Top is a card that I wanted to be better than it is. You can play it after a Bigger Than Big or a Big Bop and not have to pitch for Betsy, so it gets the overpower naturally, and that's kind of nice. This is a 3 for 6 block 3. This is a 3 for 5 block 3. And this is a 2 blue cost. I do want to get like 4 more blues, I think. I don't think this Big Bop is going to be it. Between Concuss and Over the Top, I'm going to grab the Concuss. That threat of the discard is so powerful. Oh, this is nice. Red Big Bop. I have what do I have? I have a Did I grab that red one? No, I didn't. I have a yellow Big Bop and a red bigger than big. I don't know if that's looping, but this is 3 more life, and I'm going to grab 3 more life. Continuing on, we have a blue Command Respect, that blocks 3. We also have a Pint of Strong and Stout. I already have one of those. I'm going to grab the block 3, because I do feel like having the block 3s tends to be more useful. Though, now that I think about it, I probably do want more non-attack actions, just to block warriors. And the Pint is one of the best non-attack actions that the Guardian gets. Anyway, we have another Pint if we want that. Pay Up is interesting. I haven't actually figured out if I like this or not. It's a 3 for 6. It blocks 3. It's red. Clash of Might is also a pretty good one because chances are I'm going to win the Clash given what I have in my deck. The Thunk is not as impressive. So between the Pay Up or the Clash with Might, I need the blues right now, so I'm going to grab the Clash. We have a red bigger than big over here. We have a Mighty Wind Up, 3 for 7. Don't need the Bloodied Oval because I got the better shield. I'm going to grab the 3 for 7, I think. Over here we have a Smack of Reality. This is a 5 for 9. I already have one 5 for 9. I don't know if I want a second, though it does block 3. The Wall Up is another blue block 3. I'm going to grab this. If this loops, then that'll be fun. It's the only other pure Guardian card, so we'll see how many Guardians there actually are. I already have this. Seduce Secrets is like a no-no in this. This is like the last pick, I think, usually for everyone. Lead with Heart gives me +3, turns on my concusses. That's pretty good. Command Respect is a blue block 3. I already have 10 blues. I'm going to get another one probably for sure, so I'm going to grab this Lead with Heart. Speaking of other ones, I see a red Big Bop here. I could use a red booster attack. I also have this Command Respect. In this case, I think the Big Bop fits more what I need. And who knows what'll actually loop. What do we have here is an Over the Top, a Lead with Power, or a blue Big Bop. This could be my opportunity to get a blue. It doesn't block 3. I'm kind of hoping to get a block 3. The Over the Top could also be pretty good. I'm going to grab this one. Red Big Bop came around. Bigger than big is better than Big Bop, so if I'm going to have to choose 2. Or I could take this and drop this, but right now I might as well secure the blues with only a few cards left. Speaking of a few cards left, here's the Pint of Strong and Stout, and there's another Pint of Strong and Stout. I don't know how many Money Where Your Mouth is that I want, if I want another one of these, or the extra Pint. These tokens can be good, but only blocking 2, and this one is like guaranteed 3 value at least. With Betsy, it turns on the effect, and then these cards are getting sided out. So here's the deck. I don't know, it doesn't feel bad, but it doesn't feel as good as I wanted. Let's go to February and cut out things I'm not allowed to use. This is Betsy. Someone did grab the Golden Glare, so I wonder if there will be a Victor. I didn't see any real gold generation other than these Money Where Your Mouth Is, but I have a lot of them. Anyway, we will edit. Don't want Centauri Sabers. I'm only going to use probably the 1 High Riser, but usually I want to see 2, just in case. Put that in the inventory. And then these are all, oh, these go away. The Bare Fangs, someone else didn't get it, which is great. And there's like 2 other non-playables, I think. Yeah, Rising Speed is a non-playable. Oh, and that's it. All right. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so what do I have? Oh, yep, here we go. The Vigorous Windup. Or reaction. So we have 35 cards. Things I don't like are yellow block 2s. I'm going to take away a Big Bop. I have 2 reds here. I think I'll keep the second yellow Big Bop. Oh, can't play with that either. So that brings me down to 33. I don't... This is a 3 for 6. I think that's worth more to me than the Money Where Your Mouth Is. So I'm going to set that aside. Going to keep all my blues, and I think I'll keep all the reds. Question about the Better But Not Broken. Is it worth having this? It might be worth it. It's for 3, but it's an instant, so that can get around some weird evasion things. Also, it's basically a defense reaction, so I'm going to keep my deck like this. This feels okay. Who is my opponent? I'm Andy, 1, 2, 3. I am up against Corey. we're going open format, private. I accept, copy invite link. And to Corey, I have a game queued. Yeah, so at the RTN that I played at, I ended up going X and O in my first pod, and in my second pod, I was like one of two guardians. I drafted Betsy, and I got Reinhardt out in the first game, just totally obliterated. In the second game, I can't remember how, but this is where my bind was starting to go away because I wasn't eating any sugars leading up to the event, and I realized that I just like couldn't think straight. I was messing up people's names. So game 5, I lost that as well. I asked the judge if I could take a pause to get a drink, and I did. I hate sweetened iced tea usually, but I also didn't want like too much caffeine, so I bought a sweetened iced tea from the store. I downed it, and I ended up doing okay and winning the last game of the second pod, which brought me to the top 8, and then I won my win in internationals. So Betsy, I 3-0'd a draft with her before, but it wasn't my best experience. Over here we have another Betsy, which is going to be interesting to play against. I'm glad I have the reinforce the line. I'm glad I have the blockable cards that I do. Yeah, and it looks like I'm going first. So what am I going to do over here? I have a lead with heart. I have a hammer. I think I might just try and get cards from them. And then I'm going to set the reinforce the line, because I feel like that'll be pretty useful later on. I can also wager this might, and pitch both of these to Betsy, but I don't think that's worth it. They got good time Chapeau. That's a good card. And then they have Vigor and Might embracing, or equipment there. So they have lots more blocks than I do. I'm just going to start dealing them damage, because I don't want to get fatigued. And I feel like these games actually come down to fatigue more than one would expect. So I will use one card and try and get from them 2 cards. I'll stack this Wage Might next to a blue to hopefully set up something with Betsy for later on. Alright, they're currently presenting 5 blocks, a thump and a windup. If I get 1 damage in, it doesn't affect their equipment, but I do want to be a bit wary. There we go, and I got a red big bop. So that's 3 cards for the one lead with heart, and I still have the Vigor, setting the reinforce the line. That'll set me out really well, especially given I have this all red hand. Everybody's favorite. The lay down the law might actually be pretty useful against them if I can combine this with my red bigger than big or the big bop. No, I need it to be 6 bigger, and they played their big bop. Okay, so I really want to get cards out of their hand. I can money where their mouth is into the hammer, just to try and like get them to wager a gold. Now might be also a good time to give myself some tokens so that my boots can block, and then I can come back strong. I do have the reinforce the line, which is nice. But yeah, I don't really see a play where I can... Actually, no, I can't play money where your mouth is because the hammer costs 3. And I do have a Vigor token. Okay, so I play this, and then I can swing with Clash with Might, and hopefully win a wager there. So yes, I am not paying 2 to give it overpower, but I am coming in for a gold for 9. If they give me cards, I'll be happy. They can give me their embrace, or their confront adversity, because I popped the Vigor. But that's about it. Let's see what they do. Alright, they're giving me a few things. They really want that gold. Hardy block, they don't control a Vigor, so they don't gain a life. Red Thunk. So it looks like they're saving enough up to use Betsy's ability. Yeah, and Big Bop does impact their hammer as well if they want it. Alright, what do I have? Okay, I have 2 cards that can get around the overpower, and they are coming in. Yeah, I really should have popped these. They're coming in for 11, 12. So I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So even if I had the stand ground, by popping both of these, I wouldn't be able to cover all of that. Oh, I forgot the Stonewall Impasse. And they didn't give it overpower. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so I'm going to block. What am I going to do? I'm going to probably block with the Command Respect, attack with the hammer, and set the over the top. Because I'm boosting the Command Respect with this. I can try and pair the over the top with a boost later on. Let's do Command Respect and Stonewall Impasse. Hopefully this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, or just 11. If it doesn't work, this is enough either way. Oh yeah, and the Might token will actually make the over the top. Let's see who wins the clash. They won the clash, so then I have to use this for sure. So now I'm preventing 2 down. Oh, wait. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, this is only blocking for 3. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to have to discard a card. Because I can't count. Well, right. You were probably all thinking, oh no, Andy, it only blocks for 3. And I was thinking, yeah, it blocks for 4. Counting is helpful. I guess not winning the clash did hurt me there a lot. I think it's better to attack back than it is to just set the over the top. It's good. It's not super great, but being able to present damage, especially if they have stuff, is probably worthwhile. It's still somewhat a game of fatigue, I find, so getting these cards over here. Alright. Taking a Red Thunk, dealing them 1 damage. We're both at 19. And what do I have here? I have all of my little boosters. So they're smacking me with reality. They're coming in for 10. And I am saying, okay, I see your 10, and I am doing that. I don't know what I'm going to have in my next hand, but I do know that they have a lot of cards. I'm going to pop these 2. This will give this 2 power to help with me being able to block whatever, so that I can come in with, I guess, Concuss. Yeah, so I have a red Concuss. If I play this, I pitch these 2, I can Betsy. It's going to be very big. Not going to end the game. I can either set or block the trade-in. We'll see. Really depends on what they present. I'm going to be presenting a lot. They do have the option to block with their Embrace Adversity again, now that I have the Might token here. We'll see what they end up doing. Leading with power. I still have 14 life, which is healthy. And now they're Waging Might. And they're overpower. Well, given that it's overpower, it doesn't matter too much. I'm going to keep all of my cards, because this is worth more. On the defense, you can have your Might token. I will go down to 7. And now you will see how you like it. Oh, yes, I want to wager. Yes, I want to pay 2. It's not lethal, but that's okay. Because they have to discard a card. Pretty much guaranteed. Oh, and I have no more viewers. Goodbye, viewers. Well, I'll keep talking and we'll see how that goes. It's, probably after this draft, whenever it is, I will stop. But 2-ish drafts. Still pretty good for a stream, I think. They are blocking with a block, okay? And they do have a might, so they get an action card back. Probably a wage might, that would be a good one. Or the concuss. Is it an action card or an attack? It is an attack action card. So they can still give me another card. Yeah. But there's no way they're not discarding. Unless they have something else. We'll see how this goes. Yeah. They realize the shield is nothing. Alright, yeah, they're gonna block with that for sure. When else is better. Though I'm gonna have my next turn, but who knows what I'll do. Saving this trade-in, I think it's a good idea. At the same time, I guess the nice thing about Betsy is if she is gonna play a bigger than big or a big bop to kill you, then that takes like an extra turn. So I'm not like super worried about dying next turn. In 2 turns, maybe. But by then I will hopefully be able to pressure with the trade-in and whatever else. And that finger just looks so woody. It looks more like a stick than a finger. I don't know why. It's great art. I love these Embrace equipments. It's like this one scary dude. I wouldn't mind seeing him in more stuff. The hat, whatever it is, Overcome Adversity, I think is a cool looking helmet. It's too bad that these equipment basically only work in like limited for this set. Alright, they're still blocking with this, they're still blocking with that. No, I am not lost, Giant Slayer Grix. Is that it? Is that all they're defending? Okay. So they do want to have their cards, and the turn after this they're going to get something good. They are choosing a concuss, so that makes a lot of sense. And now they left to discard. And they are discarding something yellow. Probably. Or not. I think neither of us had too many yellows in our deck. I have like 5, 6. Alright, they discarded a red thunk. I feel like they had a lot of those red thunks that I was passing. So I have a trade-in, I have a mighty wind-up, I have a pint, I have all these 2 blocks. Oh, and they're gonna wager. Alright, so they are wagering, they're playing their command respect. I am not going to be able to block a lot here. Yeah. They're going to 9, I actually die. Like it doesn't matter what else. Okay. So maybe I shouldn't have blocked as much earlier. Let's see if I can do another game in this draft. I will create the 0-1 lobby and wait for a minute. Oh, they joined mine, actually. Okay, I will go second. I'm just so used to hitting second. But it's another Betsy. Were there Is it right? They disconnected. I don't know what's happening. I joined their lobby, and I think they joined my lobby. Yeah, so then they left. I will clear my lobby, delete message, and I will join their lobby. So if there were 3 Guardians in this pod, no. Okay, yeah, there we go. They are a Kassai. I'm gonna go second. Maybe I should be going first. I need more reps with this hero. Against Kassai, I'm going to side in the extra non-attack action. And I will take out, I think, oh, that's 3 blocks. What 2 blocks do I have? I don't really want to take out anything. I might take out 1 blue of this, just to have the 3 blocks in. The 2 block, the fact that they're non-attack actions just make it easier to block, because you want to be blocking with non-attack actions as opposed to attack actions into the Kassai. And let's see what they do. If I had gone first, what would I have done? I would have played Money Where Your Mouth Is. No. I don't know what I would have done. Lay down the log, needs 13 or more. Clash of Might. I can block with this turn, hopefully. That'll be nice. Yeah, I can enable chat. Do they have something to say? Oh, they messed up their equipment. Full rematch. I still want these 2 in, I think. And I'm going to take out this Rising Energy. Oh yes, that is a little bit better. Yeah, and that's better too. Unless that's what they had. I knew they had these 2. How do I feel about not having a helmet? I don't think I saw any helmets I really liked. Okay, so this is fun. Having this, I think my strategy is basically pop these 2. This becomes a 2 block. Set this. Try and keep a blue. Alright, so they're coming in. Lead with heart. And the Vigorous Wind-Up for 10. Is it worth not taking anything to give them this? I'm going to say no. So I will just block like that. This is just such a high value card. If I can get, oh yeah. Okay, this is going to be fun, I think. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, set this. If I keep the blue and the yellow, then I can come in for 10, 15, 16, 17 overpower, which just sounds very fun. Alright, they're wagering Vigor. I'm just going to give them these, because I can actually still play this. Well, I'm wagering a Vigor. Or what am I wagering? That's a big bop. I'm wagering a Vigor, but if I set this, that's good. So, yeah, maybe I'll block like this. Get my boots value later. Keep that in the deck. And what do I got? I got a Wallop. They have an attack reaction. So they have a Vigor. And I have a fun turn. Oh, we both had 2 Vigors there. Anyway, we're going that. I am wagering. I am paying 2. 17. That's a big attack. They give me some stuff. Because I'm only at 14, these two aren't so good. And they have probably a very powerful turn set up. But it's just so much damage. Is it worth taking 3 life to present this? If I didn't have this, we know I revealed a wallop, so instead of coming in for... I would be coming in for 4 less damage. So I think this was a little bit better. I took 3 to gain 4. Oh. Yeah, we did know about this. Do they not know that they can block more? I don't know. We'll see. And what are we doing now? We have a trade-in, Clash of Might. Oh. Oh. That hurts. Okay, so they are doing big stuff. They really want me to block. Their sword, they are not pumping. This is for 8 or 9. 1, 2, 3. And they have 2 agilities. What am I going to do? I'm going to come with the trade-in. I'll probably discard... I have a Vigor, so I can pitch the ball up to swing with High Riser. The money working math is, I think I want to save 1. I'm assuming that I win this wager, so this is 2. 3, 4, 5. If I do these 2, they don't get a gold. Is getting a gold. Oh, and they can draw a card off this. Can they? They cannot. They don't have yellows, so they can't do that. I'm just going to block like this. And I don't win the clashes. Disappointing. Okay. Well, good thing I didn't wager this. What? I mean, okay, I'll do the same thing, but... You aren't going to do this because you don't have the yellows. And you didn't have go again. Alright, do I discard to trade in to make this bigger, or do I save this? I know what's on top. It is a lead with heart, which, if I do this, I can wager. Lead with heart, not so much. So I'm going to trade in, no discard, plan on setting up maybe a game-winning turn. Though I know they have the engaged Swiftblade, and they already have go again, so they're going to come in for 5, 6, 7 minimum. But I'm also going to threaten lethal this turn, which is nice. But they do have these 2, and this even blocks. They have 3 blocking equipment. Yep, blocking with that because they know that they will never have fewer equipment than me. Okay, brings them to 5. If I can do something effective with this, that could be the game. But I don't have the blues. If I keep 3, I could do 9 overpower if I only block with one of them. Because if I'd have to pitch 1 for this, 3 for this. So if I block with 1 card, okay, they're coming in for 6. I know they have an engaged Swiftblade and their Saber thingy. If they drew a card, so I don't want to block the Saber with an attack. Okay, what are the other options? I could come in with Mighty Wind-Up, 3 for 7, and not do too big. I think I like that better. I'm going to block this guy for 5. They're going to come in with their Saber for 5, trying to get me to block to give it go again, which I will try and not do. I guess they'll get to draw a card, because they have a yellow and a red now. Well, yeah. No reactions, no instants. Engaged Swiftblade is, it's not the wage one, is it? We'll find out. Right, yep, so they're coming in for 5, I'm just not blocking. Yep, they draw a card. That's fine. I don't think we saw what they get, but they can't do anything else this turn. Coming in for 7. They need to give me something. They need to give me something else. Okay, so I don't know. I haven't seen through their deck enough. Oh, that's annoying. That was a nice draw for them. So attack reactions are possible. I'm just going to start. I'm going to assume that they don't have something that does 4. If they have 2 attack reactions, then I just die and whatever. But I don't want to give them tokens. Okay, so that's 3. Oh, yeah. They had it. GG. Alright, so 0-3. Not the best, but I still think I had some fun. I need to think about this a bit more. Is it worth assuming that they didn't have 2 attack reactions there or trying to overblock for it? I don't think so. That's a losing trap. They just come with the second sword and kill me on that one. So I think overall I probably played this fairly well. If I did block at the beginning with my Majestic Prime to Fight, I don't think I would have had them in the kill range at the end. So I guess, yeah, maybe I'm not drafting the decks. Maybe it's just the luck of the draw, but today, not my best, but that's okay. Thank you all for watching. If you like content like this and want to see more, please smash the like button on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below if you want to see me doing more of these. Thank you all very much for watching, and have a good day.